Did you know that nearly every young person today uses social media, even though most of us know it's just a waste of time? So why then do we keep opening these apps, spending hours scrolling through an endless sea of posts, likes, and shares, even though we know it's unproductive? The answer lies deep within our brains. Social media addiction is built on the same principle that hooks people on gambling, smoking, and even drugs. It's all about dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. Every time you get a like, a comment, or even scroll past a funny meme, your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine. It's fake happiness. And just like any other addiction, the more you get, the more you crave. Ever notice how you get distracted watching shorts when you should be doing homework? But as soon as you start working, you feel tired, unmotivated? That's because apps like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts are feeding you fake dopamine, tricking your brain into thinking you're being productive or entertained, when in reality, you're just stuck. Now compare that to activities that produce real dopamine. Reading a book, exercising, or hanging out with friends gives you long-lasting satisfaction. But fake dopamine from scrolling or binge-watching Reels, it's short-lived, leaving you feeling empty, tired, and craving more. Even the creators of these platforms are aware of the addictive nature. In one interview, Mark Zuckerberg was asked to share the last person he called. His response?
Mr. Zuckerberg, would you be comfortable sharing with us the name of the hotel you stayed in last night?
No.
If you've messaged anybody this week, would you share with us the names of the people you've messaged?
Senator, no, I would probably not choose to do that publicly here.
It's ironic how they know everything about us, but keep their own lives private. Social media doesn't just keep us hooked with content, it's programmed to learn our behavior. Algorithms feed us exactly what we want, trapping us in filter bubbles, an endless cycle of personalized content that keeps us in a digital echo chamber. Every time we get a notification, it's our brain's way of saying, what if I miss something important? And before we know it, we're back on the app, feeding our addiction. Then there's social comparison, one of the most dangerous effects of social media. We compare ourselves to influencers and celebrities, leaving us feeling inadequate, anxious, and even depressed. All because their lives look perfect online, even though it's all an illusion. But why do platforms want us to stay addicted? Simple, it's a business model. The longer you stay on these apps, the more ads you see. Your attention is the product they sell to advertisers. And what's even worse, they're collecting your data every second you spend online, using it to keep you hooked, and even addiction. Social media creates an illusion of deep connections through likes, comments, and followers. Then there's the dark side, cyberbullying and trolling. The emotional damage caused by online harassment is all too real, and it often leads to devastating consequences. Social media also distorts our perception of reality. Fake news and conspiracy theories spread faster than facts, leaving many of us unsure of what's true anymore. And let's not forget the impossible beauty standards pushed by influencers and celebrities, leading to body image issues, especially in young users. While social media can be a tool for activism, like with the Black Lives Matter movement, at the same time, these platforms amplify extreme viewpoints, fueling political and social division. So how do we break free? One answer is a digital detox, taking intentional breaks to reduce social media's grip on your life. Simple steps like setting time limits, disabling notifications, and using apps that track usage can make a huge difference. Most importantly, reconnect with the real world. Spend time with your family, pursue hobbies, and remind yourself of what life is like offline. Even the people behind these platforms are wary of its dangers. Many tech executives limit or ban social media use for their own kids.
What you think would be the appropriate age to have a child get on TikTok?
Our approach is to give differentiated experiences for different age groups and let the parents have these conversations with their children to decide what's best for their family.
So you think that there is a sufficient safety mechanism for an 8-year-old to be able to access TikTok?
An 8-year-old's experience on TikTok will be so highly restricted that every single piece of content he or she will see will be vetted by Common Sense, our third-party child safety expert, and the 8-year-old will not be able to post, and the 8-year-old will not be able to see any personalized feed and zero advertising in that experience. So I believe, yes, it is the appropriate experience for an 8-year-old.
If that doesn't say something, what will? So the next time you find yourself scrolling endlessly, remember, you're not just losing time, you're losing yourself.